Over the past 18 months, we've witnessed a remarkable surge in the adoption of generative AI, led by platforms like ChatGPT. According to a joint report from Microsoft and Trinity College Dublin, 49% of organisations in Ireland are already leveraging Gen AI in some form. This wave of innovation is fundamentally transforming how both individuals and businesses consume, access, and interact with information online. In last year's Now and Next webinar, Integration in the Digital Era, we examined how this transformation is redefining the customer journey, particularly in how people discover new brands and products. At the time, we highlighted Google's relatively slow response in this emerging shift in behaviour. Fast forward to today, and Irish consumers are starting to see a more assertive response from Google. While their initial approach may have been cautious, the tech giant is now moving swiftly. Considering Google's massive presence in Ireland, approximately 23% of ad spend in Ireland is delivered here, this rapid evolution was inevitable. Their answer? AI overviews. These AI-generated summaries that now appear prominently at the top of search results for certain queries, formerly known as the Search Generative Experience, this feature has been rebranded and significantly refined. After nearly a year of testing in the US, AI overviews launched across Europe, including Ireland, in March. This marks a major shift in the traditional search landscape, one that's expected to meaningfully shape user behaviour in the months ahead. For advertisers, this evolution introduces both challenges and exciting new opportunities, and that's precisely what we'll be unpacking in today's webinar. Today, we'll be focusing on providing brands with a clear understanding of what Google AI overviews are, how they're impacting digital marketing strategies from both an SEO and a PPC perspective. We'll also explore how this trend intersects with broader AI developments like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Meta AI. What Irish businesses should be doing now to adapt and thrive in this evolving ecosystem.
Let's begin by answering the key question: what exactly are AI overviews? AI overviews are AI-generated summaries that appear directly at the top of Google search results. Their purpose is to give users a quick, synthesized response to complex queries, especially those that traditionally require scrolling through multiple sources. Rather than clicking around, users now get a snapshot answer instantly. So how are these overviews created? Google uses its proprietary large language models to scan and summarize information from all sources it can find across the web. These summaries typically appear in response to longer, more niche queries like, when is a good time to get a home security system, rather than queries like cocktail-style dresses from Zara. When thinking about them from a search marketing lens, we are seeing that AI overviews show up for informational and navigational style queries with limited visibility on branded and transactional queries currently. Unlike traditional snippets, which are direct pull quotes from one site, AI Overview aggregates and rephrases content from multiple sources. This means they're less about attribution and more about delivering a single correct answer based on many sources. Still, they do link to source material below the summary, giving users a chance to research the topic deeper if they choose. In terms of the rollout, Google first launched AI Overviews in the US, where it's been live for almost a year now. Just recently, in March 2025, the feature expanded to the EU, including Ireland, following compliance updates relating to the Digital Markets Act. And what trends have we seen in the US since launch? Well, the data is striking. According to Seer Interactive, there's been a notable drop in both organic and paid click-through rates, sometimes up to 30% in specific verticals, and a Search Engine Land report confirms this, stating that both organic and paid click-through rates are trending down across AI Overview triggered searches. This shift represents a real change in how users interact with search, and it signals a major evolution in how brands need to think about visibility and content strategy moving forward. When it comes to visibility within Google search engine results, we can break it into SEO and PPC implications. Furthermore, when it comes to content strategy, looking at our SEO strategy can have positive effects on our search results. Traditionally, ranking on Google meant optimizing for the 10 blue links and maybe a featured snippet, but with AI Overview, Google is now doing its own research, using content as source material and returning an answer to a query based on this research. This means SEO is no longer about ranking, it's about being referenced. To stand a chance of being featured in an AI Overview, content must be clear, concise, and come from a place or a website of authority. Google's AI tends to favor pages that deliver direct answers using structured formats and demonstrating subject matter expertise. In this new landscape, content cluttered with fluff and keyword stuffing just won't cut it. Just as important is making your website content as well structured using tools like schema markup. This is a type of code that you add to your website to help search engines like Google better understand the content on your pages. Even though AI overviews are powered by advanced language models, Google still depends on clear, structured data to understand what a page is about. By adding data like FAQ, article, or product markup, and using semantic HTML, you can improve your chances of having your content included in AI-generated search results. We're also noticing that topical authority is important for the SERP feature, and this is not a new topic in terms of SEO. It's not enough to have one well-performing article on your website, you need to have a cluster of high-quality content around your niche. This reinforces your site's credibility and signals to Google that you're a reliable, authoritative source in the space. In short, we're moving from page-level optimizations to site-wide semantic strategies. So how do you adapt? Well, by auditing your current content. Identify what's ranking well and assess whether it's answer-focused and easily digestible by users. Use heading strategically, answer questions directly, and keep your language simple yet authoritative. You need to write for both humans and machines, striking a balance between helpfulness and technical optimizations. In this new SEO era, it's not just about being seen, it's about being cited, and that requires a smarter, more intentional content strategy than ever before.
When it comes to paid search implications, it's similarly complex. AI overviews create change within the paid landscape, potentially squeezing our traditional ad placements on Google search. We're used to seeing paid search ads top of page. However, to date, when an AI overview displays, paid ads have displayed beneath the AI-generated answers, which leads to lower visibility and lower click-through rates on our ads. However, ads are a key revenue stream for Google, with 57% of Google revenue coming from paid search ads, and we don't anticipate they'll change this in the short term. As Google themselves put it, AI overviews appear in Google search results when our systems determine that generative responses can be especially helpful, for example, when you want to quickly understand information from a range of sources. And we believe the word information is key here. Based on our research and observations to date, informational queries are where AI overviews display most. They're not designed for transactional or high-intent navigational queries or product queries, so like Nike Air Max or car insurance quotes. These high-intent transactional queries are the backbone of PPC campaigns, and we don't anticipate that these will be replaced with AI overviews. The launch of AI overviews should in fact make it easier for advertisers to identify which searches are informational and which are more focused on action. We also anticipate that PPC will become an even more important tool for advertisers to drive traffic, as organic search click-through rates and traffic volumes could face an impact. From our exposure to date, AI overviews will boost user experience from an advertising perspective by integrating answers with ads and ensuring an even more tailored and relevant ad experience. In your PPC campaigns, it can be tricky to show up for AI overview searches. To improve your chances, use a modern campaign setup that includes broader keyword types like broad match or phrase match. These can help capture more specific, longer tail search queries. For visibility in the new ad placements, Google usually tests them first in Performance Max campaigns. If you're not aware what Performance Max or PMax is, this is a goal-based campaign type in Google Ads. It allows advertisers to access all of Google's ad inventory from a single campaign. Using PMax gives you the best chance to appear in new shopping spots that may be added to AI overview answers in the future. When it comes to paid search, the key points to take away from today are for lower funnel, high intent terms, we don't anticipate significant disruption from AI overviews in the short term. For more mid-funnel informational searches, we recommend maximizing your visibility with phrase match and broad match keywords. The tactics we've highlighted for optimizing visibility within AI overviews on Google will also aid with optimizing towards other emerging AI platforms like ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, or Meta AI. At Core, we strive to be at the forefront of preparing for the AI native consumer, and so businesses should be exploring these tools as part of a content amplification and customer service strategy. However, there are nuances to consider between the platforms. Online information discovery is no longer just search, and search is no longer just Google. Users are turning to multiple sources to discover and validate information and determining their own experience when it comes to the medium. AI overviews on Google are a static experience, while Google's Gemini, along with ChatGPT and Meta AI, provide users with a chat-based interaction, so they vary greatly in terms of how they perceive prompts or queries and how they provide information to users. Google still leads the market in terms of global traffic, with over 60 million visits to google.ie in Q1 of this year alone. Across Europe, searches on Google are 14 times bigger than searches on ChatGPT. Therefore, Google still needs to be the priority for advertisers when it comes to optimizing website visibility. However, we have seen increasing ChatGPT referral traffic within GA4 for our clients here at Core. Traffic began to grow from October of 2024 and has since grown by over 200% for our clients since Jan 2025. We're at the start of this movement, so small improvements in quality of content can really drive significant impact to your visibility.
As we've seen, AI overviews are reshaping both SEO and PPC, but the reality is the impact reaches much further than just traffic and rankings. To stay competitive, businesses need to take a holistic approach to AI-led search and the evolving user experience. Let's start with content readiness. It's no longer enough to publish and forget. Businesses should be conducting ongoing content audits and AI readiness checks in collaboration with their SEO teams. This means evaluating whether your content is structured, concise, and authoritative, and whether it's likely to be surfaced by AI systems trained to prioritize helpfulness and clarity. This relates to not just Google, but also other AI platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini. Next, don't underestimate the role of video and short-form content. With platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram increasingly influencing search behavior and even appearing in search results, brands that leverage visual and quickly digestible content formats are gaining a discoverability edge. This also aligns with Google's multimodal ambitions, where visuals and voice inputs are playing a growing role in how queries are made and answered. At the same time, it's critical to invest in first-party data and audience segmentation. As user journeys become more fragmented and less reliant on third-party tracking, understanding your audience through direct engagement, like email, CRM, and on-site behavior, allows for better personalization across channels. AI thrives on context, and first-party data gives you the edge in delivering it. We also encourage brands to explore conversational commerce and chat-integrated platforms. Whether it's deploying an AI-powered chatbot to your website or integrating product discovery into messaging apps, meeting users where they are, especially when they're in discovery mode, can drive both engagement and conversions. And finally, it's time to start thinking multimodally. Today's search experience spans text, image, and voice. Ask yourself, is your website content optimized for all three? Do your product pages feature alt text? Are you experimenting with voice search queries or audio summaries? And are your paid search campaigns using broad and phrase match to appear for question-based keyword searches? Are you using an automation-driven modern paid search campaign structure? These elements will only become more important as platforms like Google, Meta AI, and ChatGPT continue evolving towards richer, more conversational interfaces. Search is becoming AI-led. It's a transformation, not a trend. The businesses that approach it strategically and holistically will be the ones that win. Thank you for your time today, and I hope you enjoyed today's webinar.